What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Brian Watkins, and welcome to another edition of the Brian Watkins channel. My subject today is I'm going to share with you the comments that I've received about the video I made called MGTOW has knocked Western women off their square, and here's why. This comment, let's get started. This comment is from the most hated man on the internet. He puts here, women for years have tried to use their vagina as a weapon to manipulate men, but as more men are waking up, taking the red pill and leaving the plantation, Western women especially are flipping the lid and doing what it takes to destroy every man's community out there. MGTOW is what women fear, as it takes away their one power they've always had over men. And I definitely have to agree with the most hated, I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce his name, the most hated man on the internet, is because I noticed that when women see that you really could care less than good fucking hell about their pussy, and you're not bitter about it, or you're not angry, you're more relieved that they're leaving to take that stench away from them because they're so extremely evil. They don't like that. You know, they try to shame you into things. Oh, so you're just going to be alone the rest of your life? If that means me having a lot of peace and a lot of money, not spending it on witches like you, yes, I'll be alone for the rest of my life, but at least I will be happy, because I knew I wouldn't be happy with you. Of course, that's a smack in the mouth or even punched, but I'm used to getting assaulted by women when you stand up to them. So we're going to go to the next comment. This is Otis Duffy. Thank you, as well as thank you to the most hated man on the internet. I appreciate the feedback, and please continue to do so. He puts here, MGTOW power, baby. And the thing is that it feels great to be single. It feels good to be happy. It feels good that you don't have to rely or worry or fear about how a woman is going to behave when they see that you're happy. I remember one time, this was like in the late 80s, I was dating a female, and she said, "Why are you so happy?" And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Well, I know why. I just didn't know, how evil. Well, I knew she was evil, but just not to this extent. So we're going to move on to the next one. Now, this one here is from, I don't want to mispronounce his name. His name is Steven. Now, this is pretty well put as well. His name is Steve. My apologies. It says, as per Fashionable, Western women have been utterly ruined by feminism. With their feminist indoctrinated minds, Western women who can hardly cook a meal from basic ingredients or even clean a house sit complaining in a comfortable chair in an air-conditioned or heated environment made by men in factories designed, built, and ran by men. They drive nice cars invented, built, and maintained by men. They use computers invented, programmed by men, built in factories by men, using electricity discovered by men, transported on national grid of power lines that were planned and engineered, maintained, and made by men, using electricity generated using methods invented by men, and power stations built by and ran by men. They use the internet, which uses protocol invented by men, transmitted over cables laid by men, in an international network invented, planned, and made by men. They are fueled by food that was the result of farms, agriculture, planned and created by men, delivered, excuse me, delivered to, planned and created by men, delivered to them by global food networks, transported systems invented and built by men. They are diagnosed and healed from sickness by scientific methods and medicines in hospitals where their newborn children are cared for in sterile, safe environments invented and built by men. They live in houses that were invented, planned, and built by men. They entertain by programs transmitted globally and signal technology that are beamed directly into large and small viewing screens invented and built by men. They are kept warm or cool by technology invented and built by men in cities with roads, builds, small malls, movie theaters, hospitals, restaurants, and other infrastructures built and infrastructures planned and built by men. They drink clean water piped into their houses by a national network planned and built by men. From what is this here? Um, RESERVOIRS and treatment plants that were planned, built, and ran by men. They are protected by laws invented by men and enforced by men who risk their lives every day to protect their country. Women enjoy the benefits of everything men discovered, invented, created, built, and maintained, and are treated with special favors by law and allowed to do anything they wish in society. Men created, even if lives are constantly put at risk by lowering standards to allow women to gain entry into military slash police and fire services. And yet there are so many Western women who are so privileged and devoid of hardship that they spend their time constantly complaining that all of this is not enough for them, that men should be ashamed, that men have too much in this society that they made, and that men need to give even more to women because they are entitled to it just because they were born a woman. And emasculate men agree to this. Take away everything that men have done, and Western feminists indoctrinated women would be sitting outside in the cold rain without anything to eat until a man comes along and offers them shelter, food, warmth, and security. Women don't create things other than drama and chaos. They do things, yep, they are consumers. True. They don't defend the world nor maintain it. Men built the world. How about we send all women to their own continent and let them start a civilization from scratch? That's a good idea, Steve. Western women are self-titled, fat-ass, deluded, state, weaponized thoughts who routinely, without an ounce of guilt, steal hard-working, faithful, honest men, children, wealth, and livelihoods, and plunge men into abject poverty or even worse, suicide, rape them at a whim with no fault divorce. Western women also wrongly think that they are equal to and are superior to men. What sane man would go anywhere near poisonous parasites like that just for access to pussy? It's bizarre behavior for any right-thinking man, yet these deluded women who bring absolutely nothing to a relationship still complain, where have all the good men gone? Marriage is the most irrational decision a modern man can make if he wants to survive free and intact. feminism has ruined the chance for most guys and women to have a healthy, fruitful, loving, productive relationship. Of course, excuse me, relationship. Of course, it's all men's fault. This phenomenal were incredibly frustrating for men will ultimately hurt women the most. Guys have checked out of the ENDEAVOR of finding a wife, as it's just too dangerous. Billions of women exist on the planet. Spoiled, low quality, privileged Western women are not special, nor non-feminist women need to speak out against third wave feminism, which is about men hating and power. Stand up for your fathers, brothers, uncles, grandfathers, and sons. If you don't, who will? My comment represents the belief of millions of Western men, and it's about time. Enlightened women and guys, please share these truths. Thank you for your comments, Steve. You are absolutely right. This is one of the reasons that sex bots are going to become hugely successful among men, probably sooner than later, because women have already played their part in, I would say, the industrial age, and now we're in the new information age and the ever presence of Agenda 21 and automation, and also MGTOW, that they're going to lose. And I'm actually glad that they built machines to replace them. I'm very thankful of that. And by all means, all of the ones that I have read your comments concerning my videos, please continue to view them and to put your comments on, and I will do my best to read them all, and I appreciate the feedback. Thank you.